Hey, what is up guys? Guitar out here. Now, you guys might be aware of this particular picture right here. Project KV. A couple of months ago, I guess, we had this particular project made by so-called ex-developers of Nexon. Alright? However, today, there's a new project that's announced. But this time, it's not by an ex-developer. It is going to be by the official Nexon themselves. Alright, they announced a new project altogether called Project RX. So this is going to be the first image tease that we have. So we're going to check it out, we're going to talk about it and see if this is going to be the new Blue Archive sequel that everyone has been waiting for. Now first up, you can look at this image right here. Alright, it's very detailed. Try to observe the characters right here, right? Again, they seem to give me the impression that they are both students, right? So you can see we got this girl and this girl right here. And then there's one more girl at the back. She seems to have a cat ears going on. And you can see she has two tails, it seems like. And one of the tail is basically being held onto by this black cat right here. And there's a white cat staring at, I don't know, is it staring at her or staring at them, right? But these are the three so-called new characters for the time being. Now, Nexon posted this themselves on their official Nexon forum website right here. You can see nexongames.co.kr, right? This is already Google translated, so let's have a look what this is going to be all about. So, first teaser image for Subculture new project RX. Okay, so you can see right here, these are the three main details that they have. Alright, it features high quality 3D graphics. Again, very different from what we have for Blue Archive. Now, Blue Archive's gameplay, I would say, is considered 3D as well, but I think the chibi might be something that players may or may not like, depending. Now, I get it, right? With the Blue Archive style for the chibis, I understand that it's not for everyone, but I do think that if you look at it in terms of the characters overall, alright, that you use in battle, this is still considered 3D. Yes, it's chibi, you know, some people might consider this of a lesser quality, I can totally get that. But for me personally, I think this is pretty cute, right? I think this is going to be one of the Blue Archive's distinct features. Now for sure, this new project, it seems like it's going to have a 3D graphics approach and lifestyle content implemented with a new engine called Unreal Engine 5. Now, if you guys are not aware, Blue Archive is probably using like a Unity engine of some sort, right? Maybe like a different version of it. But Unreal Engine 5 is going to be the latest and greatest engine that a lot of games probably will use. Now, that's going to be a pretty big concern. And it feels like that might be a hint, I think, for some players out there, that this could be a first game that will actually probably have a PC client. Now, Blue Archive, I think one of the biggest problem is, I don't know why, but I wish Nexon would just make a PC client for it, right? Personally, I'm always using emulator to play the game on PC. Now, I get it, this might not be a problem for some players if you are playing on the phone all the time, but Unreal Engine 5 seems like a very advanced engine to run the game on the phone. So we'll see how that goes, right? That's going to be something that I'm very curious. Is this going to be a PC game or is this going to be a mobile game? Now, PD Cha Min Seo, now I've heard of this guy's name before, who developed Blue Archive, will be participating in the Utokamizu ad. Alright, that's going to be interesting. Establishment of IO headquarters with expertise in subculture game development. Nexon Games CEO Yong Hyun Park released an image teaser for the new subculture game Project RX on the 25th. That's just like one day ago actually, right? The image teaser released this time arouses curiosity by showing characters looking at players with expectant eyes. I guess so, right? So I'm guessing this is going to be the main character and then we got like a side character. So this is going to be like the Shiroko of this particular game, and maybe this is like the Hoshino of this game, I guess, right? Project RX was launched as TF in April last year. Afterwards, it went through a process of pickling to improve the completeness of the planning and game playability, and was promoted to RX Studio of August 1st of this year. Alright, so PD Cha Min Seo, who was in charge of the Korean and global services of Blue Archive, is now the PD of RX Studio, and Yutoka Mizu, who was in charge of the character design and illustrations of Blue Archive, is now the art director. Yutoka Mizu, very familiar. I've definitely heard of this name multiple times before. I need to like look into it, like who was the artist, right? So Project RX is a subculture game where you can enjoy interaction with characters based on immersive storytelling. Again, Blue Archive has one of the best story out there. If you guys have not yet read Blue Archive story, I highly recommend you guys look it up, right? It features lifestyle content that you can enjoy with attractive characters and aims to implement a vivid worldview and characters with high quality 3D graphics utilizing Unreal Engine 5. Wow. Meanwhile, Nexon Games recently reorganized its corporate structure and established the IO headquarters specializing in subculture game development. The IO headquarters includes MX Studio, which is in charge of live development of Blue Archive, and RX Studio, which is developing the new Project RX. So this is going to be the new HQ that will include both MX Studio and RX Studio. So it seems like they have one distinct studio for each of them, right? Very, very cool. As the head of IO headquarters, general producer Yong-Ha Kim is in charge of overseeing the development of Blue Archive and the new Project RX. Now, I'm very, very glad that's the case because Yong-Ha Kim is a very competent person, alright? He is definitely one of the best person that's been managing Blue Archive for the longest time ever. To see him in charge puts me at ease, right? Let's just say I don't think that's going to be like major flop, bad decision making overall in the new project. So hopefully this is going to be a good decision. I think Yong-Ha Kim deserves it. He deserves this promotion right here, right? Knowing that he is one of the best PD in the gacha industry, right? So PD Chamin Seo of RX Studio said, so this is Project RX is a subculture game in which players and characters face various problems and adventures in their daily lives and build memories together. Again, sounds very similar with Blue Archive, right? Based on the know-how accumulated through the development of Blue Archive and live service experience, we will present a game that can provide a new playing experience. Okay, so we'll definitely look into it and see how this goes. Over on Twitter, you can see there's plenty of posts being made about this game. It just came out like one day ago and already there's like news all over. There's even fan arts already. That looks really good. Alright, it's like of this girl right here, right? We have some okay, so two of them. So Blue Archive second PD Cha Min-seo is in charge of the project. So Yutoka Mizu is the current artist for this project. Yutoka Mizu is the one responsible for Blue Archive characters like Mika, Kisaki, Yuzu, and Miyu. Oh, those are my favorite. Alright, so I actually like Mika a lot. I think Mika is a very well designed character. Now she might not be for everyone and maybe she's a bit racist in the story, but who cares, right? Mika, very good character. I feel like she's definitely a very, very well designed character alongside with Yuzu. Big forehead right here, wow. And also Miyu and a few others. Definitely very, very good addition to the team. I think Project RX is in good hands, right? All of these are very experienced artists and management who are in charge of the project. It is looking like Project RX will have a bright future. So yeah, Unreal Engine 5, that means the graphics of the game is going to be pretty insane, so I can't wait for it, right? So it's probably going to be like 3D like they mentioned, so I'm kind of curious what kind of style of the gameplay. Is it going to be turn-based? Is it going to be similar to Blue Archive? We'll look at how it is, but I do think that a lot of systems that Blue Archive has can also be borrowed or carried over there, and hopefully make it free to play friendly. And that's going to be something that I think a lot of players are looking into. I think Blue Archive has definitely changed a lot of players' perspective of Nexon overall, so hopefully they don't mess this up. That's going to be a very, very important thing, that they have to maintain the free to play friendliness of the game. Alright, so with that being said, that's gonna be it for this particular video. Let me know what you guys think of this entire new Project RX. If you guys haven't already, make sure you guys do this particular web event in Blue Archive. You're gonna get 1,000 pyroxenes today. As always, I'll see you guys in the next one. Subscribe, give this video a like, have a nice day, goodbye.